Good morning everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Eden and I love to cross stitch among other things. Diamond painting, latch hook, I'm learning some paper crafting, a bunch of things happen on this channel. This is my official December wrap up. It's actually for November as well because I did not get a November update up because Flossmas started and I jumped into Flossmas like full force, and the end of Flossmas was not what I'd consider a success as far as my standards, but yeah, so that's why there was no November update. We had a lot happening in November and December was crazy, but I did manage to get some crafting in. I have some coffee. I woke up like this. I did in fact wake up like this. So far today I have gone and cut some things out in our shop with my laser cutter. I have swept this craft room and mopped the floor. I hate this flooring in this room. It's old peel and stick yellow linoleum, and some of the pieces have come off and it's just horrible. We will be replacing this floor pretty soon, but it drives me nuts, so I'm always cleaning it. I do have 3 dogs. One of them is in the kennel because she's pestering the snot out of her sister and being real rude, so she's in there. So if you hear anything, she's got a toy and I think she probably just tried to swallow some fluff. But anyway, so today, like I said, it is going to be a December wrap up. You're going to see all of the crafts that I worked on. Some of them I will have to insert pictures of because I did not bring it in here and I'm not going to go get them. My latch hook is not in here, but everything else is. So I want to start with my just whips. We'll just start with whips. So the first whip that I'm going to show is my tree skirt latch hook, which I'll insert a picture of that right here. I didn't do a lot on this project. I did a few rows. It's normally something I work on in bed at night because it's a little bit easier to see. I can just work with a lamp and my husband can still sleep and it's fine while I watch TV in there. But that is, I didn't have a lot of progress and I don't have a before picture. I am going to try to do better about that this year and have before and after photos. But this is where my latch hook is. The next thing that I finished, or not, that I worked on was my winter welcome diamond painting, which is another one I'm gonna have to insert a little clip. So here's my clip of my diamond painting so you see where I'm at. All right, and then all right everybody, this is my diamond painting. I have to excuse my little notes. This is where I am currently at. I have 2 rows done. Next time I work on this, I'm gonna go here and do these 2. The transfer paper is kind of coming off a little bit, so I want to get that done. But I love this piece because you can really see it. Like there's the little birds, there's the cardinals, wreaths, there's little elements that just pop out at you really fast. The door sign here, you have Christmas lights. I just blue jay. I just love working on this. But this is where this is at right now. Okay, so you see that. The next things that I worked on, I showed you last update that I had done a really pretty pink ornament, and for our blue and white tree, I wanted to do some blue ornaments for that tree. So this is from Hirschner's and it's called Bernadette. I just ordered this one and got it in, so they should still have this. But this is a collector ornament kit. It's number 63 in the collector series. This one has been such a challenge. This is all I have done on it so far. I did not finish it like I wanted, but it is very pretty. Things don't hang super evenly. I don't know. I just don't place them quite right, I guess. But These tassels just don't hang like I'd like for them to. But there's tassels on the bottom, and these were a pain in the tail, let me tell you. I had the hardest time with this set of tassels. And then there are more tassels on all four sides. They're a little shorter. And then it actually, yeah, there's more tassels on all four sides. That's the bottom tassels. But I have pretty much everything else done on these. The only concern I have is sometimes these just don't want to stay. So I'm going to have to find a good way to store these when they're finished. But by next year, hopefully I should have this done. This is not something I'm going to be focusing on in 2024. If I feel like it, I will. Maybe like a Christmas in July thing. But that is the Bernadette collector kit ornament. And I really am a fan of how that is looking, even though it's not perfect, which I don't like that it's not perfect. I am kind of a perfectionist sometimes, but all right, so that is that whip, just a craft whip. And then let's see, I had a finish, and this is from November, but I did have a finish. This is the, what is it called? It's called Christmas Blue Ornaments, and this is by Joan Elliott. This is the first Joan Elliott I've ever stitched, but it's 9 ornaments. And let's see, one second. You can kind of see it already, but I'm trying to make sure I can just slip this back in where it goes. So it's 9 ornaments, and these are the 9, and I finished the snowman. I'm going to stitch them all. The next one I'm going to do is this little bird, but it's way too big. I could have fit a couple of these on here, but this is, oh dear, can y'all see this? My lighting is not good. It's pretty early. It's about 10:30 in the morning, and the sun just streams through my blinds. But this is what this looks like. See if you can, hang on. That's not so bad. Okay, so I'm doing it on opalescent fabric, and in person, Joan Elliott's are just gorgeous in real life. There's beads in this. You can see my little clear beads. There's metallics. All the gold is metallic Krennic. I'm having trouble. But it's so cute. I'm going to have to start filming in the evenings or something. Or change my angle. We might try changing it here in a minute. But that is a finish. And it's so cute. I did post this on my Instagram, I think. But that is going to be an ornament for our blue and white tree as well. And that is in the plans for some Whitgo projects. And then let's see what else. Next, I worked on my New Year. I might have shown this to y'all. I worked on my New Year Santa piece from Luca S, and I can't find the picture of what it's supposed to look like, but I did put a few more stitches in this. This is where it is now. That is one page. You can see this is Santa right here. You can see his shoulder and his head. It's starting to look really good. I finished filling in a lot over in here. I think the tree I didn't have completely filled in, this little tree, but from a distance, like in looking at it up close, it's kind of hard to tell that this is Santa, but looking at it in the camera view, I can really see what this is gonna be, and I am so pleased, so pleased, so pretty. So that's where I got to on that, and it is, I'm not gonna talk about plans in this video. in detail because I have a lot. So I'm going to be making a 2024 plans video and a whip parade video separately. I will briefly mention plans here. But anyway, I just wanted y'all to know that I'm not going to talk about plans in depth today. The next whip that I have that I really spent quite a bit of time on in December is Christmas in Blue by Joan Elliott. This is kind of a companion to those ornaments, and there's also one more chart. But this is what it looks like. And again, you see I have beads and acrylic, and some of the beads aren't called for. I added them, but this is what the finished stock photo is. And then I'm doing it on that same opalescent fabric, but this is where I've got a thread hanging here, so you'll have to excuse that. But this is where I got to on that. So that's the first 2 pages across. I'm not sure how well you can see. There's a lot of different blues in this. Only blues. I've used several different blues so far. Nothing else. And I love this. This is a very easy stitch, and it's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful in real life. But this is where that is currently at. I put a lot of time in that in December. Okay, and then I have 2 more. One of which is a finish. I decided pretty last minute that I wanted to, well, it's 3 small finishes, not fully finishes, but Crazy Annie did a club in 2021. And it is the Let's Go Sledding Ornament Club. This is what the first set looks like. I have all 12 sets, and they all have 3 sleds, and I have all of the sleds to finish them. I just haven't done that yet. And I did finish stitching this set. I wanted to use them as gift tags on presents. I'm gonna do that next year, but this is the first one. Little house. I did change the color of the house. I can't remember what's called. It's just a different gray DMC. I'm gonna have to put a little book or something. Let's see. There we go. That's better. So that's the first one. And then here is the second one. He's so cute. I already know this is going to go on one of my dad's gifts. And then the third one, which I think might be my favorite, is this tree. It's kind of like a Whoville tree with all the little ornaments, and it's kind of crooked. I don't know. So I finished those. So I had the ornament finished, and then these little guys. And these, again, I'm not going to talk about plans, but the other sets are in my plans for 2024. All right. Last one that I just put some stitches in this the other day. Excuse the rattling, but I don't have this in an actual project bag. You have seen this briefly. I put in a few hundred, maybe not even a few hundred. I put in a few more stitches. I finished a few colors in the first 2 pages of this pattern, but I'll see if I can insert a photo of what this is supposed to look like when it's finished. I call this my Disney Princess piece. It's an Etsy pattern, and I'm using Pattern Keeper with it, but it's, I gotta cut these. It's, very slow going, and it's a little bit difficult to stitch. At first I was doing 1/1 full cross. No, I changed that when I started stitching this time to 1/1 tent stitch, and much quicker, much easier. My stitches aren't slipping, but I hope you just can't really tell. I don't think you're going to be able to tell really, like up close, like me looking at it, I can tell, but this is the top left corner of the piece. This is Pocahontas, and this is her hair, and this is her arm and hand here. But there's so much confetti. Like, there's just a few random stitches of all these random colors, and I just hope that, I think it's going to turn out fine, but I think I'll know better when I get these 2 pages actually completely filled in. But this is a lot, and it's going to take me forever to finish this, but this is where this stands now. And I did a lot, but you really can't tell that I did a lot. I added in the oranges and reds. Those weren't in there before. The green might be new, but I'm just kind of working down the list, I guess. The only place I'm super concerned you're going to be able to tell the 1/1 versus 2/1, or 1/1 full cross versus tent stitch, is in that black border, because that's all the way around the piece. So I might have to do the border full cross. I'm going to have to do a test set, but yeah, so that is, I worked on that for one evening, and I love working on it, but it's kind of hard to work on this piece. It's just a challenge. Let me slip this back in here. All right. And then last whip is January Calendar Crate by Stitching with the Housewives. This is what the finished piece looks like, and the small that goes with it. I have changed out some colors. If anybody is interested, I can let you know, but they are Victorian Motto sampler thread colors. And I'm not going to talk a lot about it. I stitched on this actually a lot last night, which was not December anymore, but this is the current status of that. Most of this was done yesterday. But this is where it is. The green is Victorian Motto, the blue is Victorian Motto, and so is the brown. But this is where that is at. And this is one of my January Whip Go calls, which is why I worked on it so much yesterday. And I also am participating in Magical Stitches. So I completed like 6 prompts with this yesterday. Yeah, it was a lot. So those are the projects that I worked on in November and December. Like I did say I would kind of talk a little bit about plans. I am participating in Whip Go, and I am participating in Magical Stitches. So books are also going to be a factor in my 2024 videos. I'm going to go ahead and kind of kick that off and tell you guys what I read a little bit later in November and December. But I will tell you I have 3 Whip Go boards, large, medium, and small projects. And yeah. So there's gonna be a plans video, in detail plans video. Okay, sorry, one of the dogs barked and it was loud. Okay, since we're not doing plans, let's talk about haul a little bit. I have a significant, excuse the sounds, a significant, oh my gosh, amount of haul here. So let's just kind of work through it a little bit. That is actually not haul. That is, okay. Some of this is not haul, some of this is plans. So I'm gonna have to wade through it a little bit, but I did get the last couple of, it's freezing season. That should not even be in here. It's freezing season patterns. Yeah, here's the other one. So November, December here, very cute. I got, that is not haul either. Why are you in here? I got the Pilgrim Snowman. He's super cute. I really like him. These are hit and miss for me, but I like that one. I got some Stitching with the Housewives patterns. I got these two. This one is Welcome Home. This one is the February month to month or monthly weigh-in. I have the January monthly weigh-in and the vintage Christmas piece, which I'm really obsessed with for this craft room. Like, really obsessed with. I don't know what's in here. I hadn't even opened it. Tells you where my priorities have been. I got the Shane and Christine 2023 Nutcracker. I'm obsessed. She's doing one of these annually, this being the first. Let's see. There's a few more things in here, I know. I got the Eggnog Latte pattern from her, Shane and Christine. I got the Trick or Treat mug, so cute. These are super tiny. I got, what did I get? Oh, okay. I got the spring, autumn, and winter, where's my winter pattern? And winter bag patterns by Shepherd's Bush. They don't have a summer one out yet, but when they do, I'll get it. I also have the bags. I have the blue bag and then the orange and the pink. I'm doing the pink bag too. So lots of bags. I got some fuzzy stuff. I think I'm gonna put this in my New Year Santa after the fact when I have it finished and I can actually see what's what. I might be putting some of this in there. I have pink and white. What else do I have? Okay. Oh, I got the this beach boardwalk pattern. I think I've got pretty much all of those now. I got, this is so cute. This is the, what is this called? Sugar Cookie House. This and the Gingerbread House I want to do. I want to actually stitch this for this year. It's so cute. That's a Hirschner's magazine. I don't need to show you all that. Oh, really good. This is the devotional that I did for Advent. It's called Good News, Great Joy from the Daily Grace. I can put that away. That normally would fall in the book. So I got some new scissors, like quilting fabric scissors. What else do I have? None of that should be in here. There's not haul. I don't know what is wrong with me. Okay. Give me a minute, you guys. I'm really sorry. Oh, that's finishing fabric. Let's see. Oh, I did some paper crafting as well. I will be showing you that. Just give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I'm really working on it. Oh, okay. This is the Lady Dot Creates, I think this was from November. It's kind of Christmas. There's green velveteen in it, some cute little trims. I got that. Put that where it goes. I don't know, some of the stuff in here, I don't know why it's in here, I guess. Alright, so that is haul, which not a ton of haul. A bit, but not, you know, a ton. That's not haul. Yeah, haul. Okay. Oh wait, I have two more things. For Christmas, I got 2 Bella Filipina patterns, and I ordered the new release fairy one. I just don't have it yet. But this is the Star of Christmas, which is beautiful, and these are Daughters of the Estuary. So I got those, and they are dang gorgeous. So pretty, so pretty. Oh gosh. Okay, and then I did go, while we were in Branson, I have more fuzzy stuff. I went to Cecilia's Samplers. I got some silks for some chatelaines. They're random chatelaines, so there's several different chatelaines, and I don't have what's what for all of them, but these are Silken Colors by Thread Gatherer. These are the 3 that I got. Can you really even, there we go. These are the 3 I got. And then I also got, alright, I'm gonna keep this bag, actually. I got some beads. Those are back ordered everywhere, so I went ahead and got them because my mom won't be able to get them for a while. This is, and then I got some pretty fabric. So this is Calliope, and it is an under the sea fabric, and it's so pretty. And then this is called Arctic Blast, and I got one of these to do Aphrodite on by Bella Filipina. They're both fat quarters. I just don't know which one I had picked really for that, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. But that's all of my haul. As far as books go, I have read so many things. So let me get my little notebook out because I'll never remember. Okay, so in November I read 4 books. 3 were a full series by Jennifer Armentrout, and then I read another one. The first 3, they are White Hot Kiss, Stone Cold Touch, and Every Last Breath. White Hot Kiss and Stone Cold Touch I gave 4 stars, and Every Last Breath I gave 5, which was the conclusion to the series. This is a series about gargoyles, and there is a spin-off series, which I accidentally read first, but there's a spin-off series of 3 books by her, and the first one is Storm and Fury, and the third one is Grace and Glory. I can't remember the in-between, but I loved those as well, and they are considered young adult, but they're so good, and I loved them. Can't recommend them enough. And then in December, there's some overlap here. I listened to some things and read a physical book. So I listened to 23rd Midnight by James Patterson, which is the 23rd book in the Women's Murder Club series. I gave that 4 stars. I always teeter between just 3 average and 4. Now this one I gave 4 stars because there were some elements that were new, different, and the narration is always great, but the story itself, there were some elements that he hadn't done before, but a lot of the time they get a little repetitive, but they're very easy to listen to. So I listened to that one. I've listened to all 23 of them. And then I listened to a book called Murder at a London Finishing School by Jessica Ellicott. This is a series that I started because I was given a ARC by NetGalley so I listened to it, and this is the 5th book, I believe. It's the 4th or 5th book in the series, and they are so funny. It's 2 older women, Beryl and Edwina, and they met in finishing school, the same finishing school that they are going to in this book, and they're older. They're so funny. They're set in their ways, and I can see myself and my best friend in their shoes. Like it's just a lot of fun to listen to. And then I listened to 3 books by Jen McKinley, 2, 3, and 4 in a series. It's Buttercream Bump Off, which is it's a cozy mystery. They own a cupcake bakery. Buttercream Bump Off, Death by the Dozen, and Red Velvet Revenge, which I actually just finished that this morning. So really that should be in the January update. And then I also read, and I gave all of those 4 stars. They're funny. I really enjoy them. They make me laugh. And then same thing, it's 2 best friends in those books as well. Our main character and her best friend, and the best I can see myself and my best friend in their places as well. And then the physical book that I read in December was Legends and Lattes, and I can't remember the name of that author right now, but I gave it 4 stars, and it's a cozy fantasy, which is kind of new. I did enjoy it, but it did take me quite a while to get into it. Maybe a third of the way, I finally was like, okay, I don't want to put it down now. But until then, I was like, I don't know if I want to read this. There was a theme in it that I didn't love, and it was unexpected for me. After I started reading it, I felt it coming. I was like, oh. And then it happened, but luckily it wasn't over the top, like shoved down your throat. And I did enjoy it, so I did give it 4 stars. But that's everything that I read and listened to as far as books in December. This is probably a little bit shorter. It's not going to be the best quality, but I do want to do a plans video and a whip parade video so that you see. Honestly, don't even know. I'm going to do a whip parade just so people can see everything that I have going. But I don't know if I'm going to do... I don't know how I'm going to do it. But I need to write everything down. But yeah, so that is going to be it for me today. I don't think I've forgotten anything. If I have, I will be back in a clip at the end, but thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today, and you will enjoy my upcoming videos as well. I know that sometimes they're rushed, and this one is not the most like comprehensive and detailed video, but because I want to film the other 2 videos today as well, I know that I don't have all the time in the world to get that done, so I want to do that. I want to get my whip parade done, and then I want to do my whip go and magical stitches like plans video. So I will be doing I keep going back and forth. I don't know if I want to do whip go like all the way around. Like video and then do a January specific video. I don't know. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm sorry about the lighting. I hope you had a wonderful, very Merry Christmas, and your new year so far has been fantastic. I'm looking forward to 2024. 2023 was my best year yet. I got married this year, had the best honeymoon, wonderful family time. We just had a great year this year, and I hope that 2024 brings you wonderful, great things, and me as well. And I just hope you guys have the very best month, and I might come in every 2 weeks because of the plans that I have, but we'll just see. I'll see you when I see you, and I don't even know. God bless y'all, and I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you soon.